Hey guys, how's it going? It's a surprise stream here. Usually I don't do Unity streams on a weekday, but yeah, doing it now. So, purpose of this one is when was it? Last week, week before, maybe a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember. Either way, I started creating this little game right here, specifically for people on Patreon for them to have for free. And I got a lot of people asking, can they see where I'm at now with it and how it looks now? And it's something I've been building together slowly and slowly and slowly. And yeah, it's something I'm going to give out to all my patrons for free. Probably, I'd say maybe October, I think it's going to be done by. But yeah, generally it's going quite well. So I figured I would start by playing what exists of the game. Just why not? And if you've got any questions along the way, guys, let's chat. You know the drill. If you want to ask anything, you sure can. So yeah, it is for mobile. I know it says tap, but I'm on PC. Ah, okay. Don't think play game works. Maybe I haven't coded that in yet. Either way, let's start in this one, shall we? Yeah. Okay. So far, so good. So I've actually had my son play test this just because, and he seemed to like it. So. Oops. That was a bit stupid. Hey! So yeah, this is basically burgers eating burgers, and I'm pretty sure I said it in the last live stream. Jimmy loves burgers. What can I say? So you can, if you watch the last live stream, you can see how it's advanced since. I think it's pretty good. Alexander, yeah. It is from the last live stream. Obviously, it was very minimal and basic back then, but it's advanced a fair bit right now. So obviously, the idea of creating this and giving it away free to patrons is simply because they could take every mechanic of this, the whole design and everything, and make their own game, make more levels to it, do whatever they want with it. Because the license is theirs. Come on, come on. Hey! I think this is the last level. And you know, I'm just going to go straight to the end. No point collecting any burgers. There we go. So then it just kind of stops because there is no scene after. So guys, oh gosh, what do you think of this so far then? I kind of like where it's going. I still need to work on how it looks. I'm going to maybe play a bit with post-processing, make it look a little bit nicer. See where we get with that. In fact, let's clear my throat there. If we go to the main menu, I've actually used a little bit of post-processing here. Just randomly, you know, just to play around with, but this is the intro. See the menu, I guess you could call it. Chris Fleming, good videos. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I feel like button controls for mobile is a bit redundant. Not for this style, but by all means, you know, when people get hold of this, they can do whatever they want with it. They can incorporate whatever movement they want. Do you know what, Chris? Lately, I've really been playing around with post-processing more than I have done in the past, and I cannot stress how awesome it can actually be if you take the time to make it look kind of cool. Right then, so let me think. What am I going to do? Oh, of course. All right, so let's get these buttons working then for now. In fact, I think, I'm not entirely sure. I just need to quickly check because I have a master reset button on this and I can't remember if I coded it or not. Controls, burgers, nope. Level start, script, load burgers, there we are. So I believe the player press will load 3 into this now because I collected the 3 burgers previously. And if I'm right, I haven't actually touched this this project for about a week now, I think. So I'm trying to get to grips with it again. I believe I can actually go to options and reset the game. So with a bit of luck, I can go to here and we should load 0 burgers collected. On level start script, yes. Okay, so the reset does work. Alexander, there is a lot of people watching today. Not sure why. Hi TGTM, how are you? How are you? In fact, how is everybody? How is everybody in the chat today? Chat with me, guys. What have you got to say? Everyone had a good day? Right, so I think I'm going to start by duplicating this level and creating a new one because why not? I'm going to have 6 levels in each world. Gift Baby, the music, I made it myself. I created it in FL Studio. It was just something really basic, that's all it was. Right, so the board. Now what can I do with this level? I'm going to turn the canvas off for now because I want to actually see things. So I'm thinking some kind of hectic maze kind of thing. So I think I might turn off the crystals, stop them from animating. Maybe I'll have some in a bit later on. I haven't decided yet. Gita, today only I subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. And it's good to see you here. William, greetings from Colombia. Good to see you too. FL Studio is not free, Gift Baby. That's why I won't really do tutorials on it. I paid for a license many, many years ago, and I still have it to this day. Rob. Oh, I know you. You're one of my patrons, aren't you? Oh, no way. You are a train driver, Rob. Wow. My son would love you. Dan, are you going to make a video with mechanics from this game? No, Dan. I don't think so. This is about the closest we'll get to a video with the mechanics. Simply because this is something I'm coding. A free game, and I'm going to give it away to everybody on Patreon in October. Or it might be September. It depends how quick I can get this done. Ahmed, hello. How are you? It's good to see all you people in here today. Or this evening, or morning, or wherever on earth you are. It's a big world. Right, so, let's see. I'm going to have a lot of turns in this one. So I'm thinking, let's move this one here. And you can see how, well, incredibly basic this is, just to make a simple game. It's a lot easier than what you would think. I think a lot of people get confused because things like mobile games may be not daunting, but they can be a little bit confusing to make. But ultimately, it is a lot easier than what you think. Let's have this green one. As you can see, it's just so simple to make this. And it probably is also worth noting that it doesn't matter how many objects you have on the screen, even for a mobile game. As long as it's utilized correctly, you're not going to have too many problems. Ryan, nope, I'm not deleting. It'll be backed up so you can rewatch it if you want to. Greece, this game I'm making is for all my patrons for free. It's just a simple mobile game which they can then take, modify, play with, learn from, whatever they want. So it will be pretty much a full game when I give it out to them. So I'm thinking the starting position is going to be up here. So let's firstly set the starting position for the burger. So it's going to be start shape and the player right there. So I'm going to take them to here. And let's create this level rather than talk endlessly. So I'm going to have burger there. Yep, we'll have another burger here. Let's get rid of all this. Get rid of that. So I think the biggest task I've got with this is actually making sure that it all can be done within the time limit, because each level has a 30-second time limit. So we'll see. Gosh, chat is really flying past my eyes today. What we got here? The ones you buy usually the best. I'm going to learn Blender, but is the best software. I like Blender, to be honest, Gift Baby. I like Blender quite a lot. You could go with something like 3D Studio Max or Maya, but oh, Mr. Sneaky has said that. But yeah, I agree there. Blender is good. Grease, I love your tutorials. You helped me create my first FPS game, still in development. Good stuff, my friend. That is what I like to see. And if you fancy showing it off at any point, please do. Mario Party type game. Do you know what? At the moment, I am quite enjoying Mario Party because my son is really into Nintendo and Mario at the moment, so it's kind of in my face everywhere. It'd be something cool to do, I think, but whether I could or not, I'm not entirely sure. I could, give it a go at least. So what we got here? Alright, so I think I'm going to have the finish over here. So let's take the finish, so all the whites and the Finstar, and let's bring it here, and then surround it with some other colourful blocks. Yeah, that should do the trick, I think. Let's have a red one at the top. Let's have a yellow one. And another yellow one. That'll do. So, let me see. I think I'll have this last burger around here. So it all comes down to whether this level is entirely possible to complete within 30 seconds. Let's give it a go. I'm going to say no at this point. Oh, turn the canvas off. My bad. Canvas, where are you? There you are. There we go. This one looks like it might be a little bit tight. It does look like it might be a little bit tight here. Sure did. Ooh. Right, so I guess that isn't possible in the given time limit. So what I'll do is I will make this a little bit easier, which means a little bit of modifying. So let's take these, bring it to here, bring these a little bit closer. Because I want the game to be, easy enough to actually play and complete, but I don't want it to be ridiculously easy or ridiculously hard. I feel like there has to be a certain, you know what I mean, weight to it, a certain weight to kind of make it just possible, but not too difficult. Let's bring this to here, and I'm going to get rid of that one and that one. And now let's try this. Yes. I feel like this one might actually be a little bit more possible. So again, you don't really have to collect all the burgers to actually complete the level. You can just get straight to the end, but obviously collecting burgers will help you unlock extra worlds. Yeah, it's alright, that'll do. That will do. Although, I might just make it that little bit more difficult and move this here, move this here, and move this. In fact, yeah, I'll move this here and delete that. So now let me test it. So sound effects, yes. Actually, this sound effect you're about to hear right now is me going... And the sound you hear when you hear the burger move is just me going, just modified. That's all it is. I just thought it'd be quite funny to do that. I've messed that up, haven't I? I've messed that up. So I need a name for this. So this is World 1, Level 6. What can it be called? Sprawling Mess. I might just call it Sprawling Mess, actually. Oh, yes. That is perfect. That'll do nicely. Okay, so now that means I have to name it. So, 1 level 6. Yep, that's all good. Canvas, and it's level name. Oh, world level, I've got to change that, of course. World 1 level 6, level name. Sprawling Mess. And let's save that. So now I'm going to have to do the script for it. Level script. Make sure everything is in order with it. Mr. Sneaky says, GIF baby, did you see the uploaded today? How about that's another way? Oh, yeah. That's it's pretty cool actually. The visual search. It is really cool. It's a little bit odd to use as soon as you get hold of it, but once you know what you're doing with it, it is a lot of fun to use and see what things you can come up with. You can even get magical ideas for your game. Like, I'm sure I said in the video that you could, for example, put a rock model into it and it will bring out all sorts of different models which are most likely relevant to what you've put in, so then you can get them assets and make your game look better without even realizing. So Razvan at work, a truck game for Android right now. Okay. TGTM, who taught you coding? You mean who taught me coding? I taught myself. I actually started coding before I was even 10, to be honest, because I used to have a Spectrum. Well, my dad used to have a Spectrum, and I used to play on it and code in BASIC on it. And from there, it's just kind of gone on, and I've gone to college and learned different coding languages, and then I've got Unity, and I just learned as I've gone along. I'm naturally a coder because I code in my job, my real world job as well. So, yeah, that's the reason. So it's all self-taught, really. So let me see. Lost it. I have lost it. Let me bring the controls on. Level start script. So 7 and 8. So this is going to be number 8. So the next is going to be number 9, obviously. So let's save that. Let's bring in that script to here. And let me add these in. So fade in, obviously, is fade in. World level, obviously, is that one. And name is that one. So I can get rid of that script. And I guess I better add this to the scenes. There we go. So if I go back onto this one, 8. So if I play level 5, once I finished it, I should automatically go onto level 6. Mr. Sneaky, coding is only as hard as you want to make it. It's actually a lot easier than what you would think. It's just about the methodical thinking of it sometimes. Level complete. And there we go, straight on to the next level. That's exactly what I wanted. So now then, let's take a look at our main menu. What can we do here? So ultimately, I am going to change the buttons on this, I think, because I feel they're too basic. I do have some textures I can use, so change them to sprites. Apply, and the red one as well, because I'm not sure what I want to use yet. Sprite apply. Let's go to my, not main camera, I want the canvas. So let's see, buttons, 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 buttons. Let's turn everything on so we can see. Let's have a quick look at chat. Ahmed, why you do all your tutorials for complete beginner? Can you make one series explain that? Okay, so no, Ahmed, that's not what I aim for. My aim is to take people who are absolute beginners to intermediate and advanced levels. Not all of my tutorials are for complete beginners. The first ones in the series are, yes. However, as we go through the series, you become more and more advanced as we go. So therefore, I don't teach beginners stuff, you know, when we get to episode 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever. It's intermediate and advanced stuff as we go along. For example, things like post-processing and refining that is not beginner stuff. That is absolutely not beginner stuff, but I do teach that. So I think that is a common misconception of my channel. People always seem to think it is just for beginners. And yes, if you start out, it is for beginners, but it takes you to that next level. That's the beauty of what I aim for. Preeti, no, I won't be doing Unreal Engine tutorials. I do not think they are good enough, to be quite frank. I think there are better tutorials than I could make out there. Amin, KH, hello, how are you? Okay. Mr. Sneaky, how do you make a cutscene? Well, Gift Baby said if you watch the FPS tutorial, yes, we do it in that. We do it in, I think I've done it in quite a few tutorials, but the one I'm kind of working on at the moment is the GTA one. That's going to be kind of cool looking. So if you want to follow the GTA series, the next couple of tutorials, we're going to basically do cutscenes. TGTM, how do you grow your channel? My channel is not growing, it's been a year. TGTM, if I knew, I would tell you. I'm having trouble with my channel myself. Mine is not growing, mine is shrinking, despite the fact I have 76,000 subscribers, I think, and hundreds of tutorials. It's just not growing. But the problem you'll have mostly is trying to compete with YouTube itself. That's the problem I have. People aren't able to find my content so easily. I've tried multiple different things, it just doesn't work, so I give up and just do what I like doing. Another person, I heard that if you don't know programming and try building a game from tutorials, so you won't learn, instead you will copy and paste. Unfortunately, this is true for me. Well, I guess it's all down to you. If you've got the persistence, then yeah, you will learn. I only put the scripts up and stuff like that to help you along the way if you have problems. Okay, so let's have this in here. Change it to white. And is the alpha full? No, I'm not sure on the full alpha. 190. 190 might do. And I think I'm going to have the text as just white. Options. So it's the same one. Have it as white. I think we'll give it a bit of a green tinge. That'll do. And I'm going to change the text color to white. Gita, more than 400 videos. Yes, I currently have more than 400 videos on my channel. Timo, is it Timo? Why your videos never get recommended to me on a live stream? Here was in the first slot this time. Okay. Do you know what? I really hope I do get the views back on track, because this is something that I care a lot about, doing this kind of stuff. And sometimes it can be really, you know, disheartening to see all this hard work that you put into it and it just gets nowhere. It is tough sometimes. It really is tough. But you just got to persevere, I guess. Persevere. How do you make a main menu? Because your old tutorial doesn't work. Yes, it does, Mr. Sneaky. I think you'll find it does work. You just probably aren't doing it quite right. I realize it is in Java. However, there are plenty of tutorials that I have on this channel that do teach you how to do a main menu. If you just search for hashtag Jimmy Vegas main menu, you'll find one within the RPG series, within the beginners series, FPS series. You'll find them in quite a few different ways of doing them as well. So just have a quick search around for that. I'm sure you'll find it. I might put the alpha as 255 actually, rather than 190. Because if I'm going to give them different colours anyway, I guess it's all irrelevant. I guess that needs to be white. There we go. Julian, I just want to thank you for getting me into development. In a week, it's my first day to my new school, where I'll be learning game development in Unity, and I started because of you. Do you know what? This is the kind of thing I like. This is why I do YouTube, despite the decrease in views, despite the decrease in profitability. I do it because you people love it, so it's all good, isn't it? As long as I'm making someone happy, it's fine. Right, let's see how this looks now. Okay, so I think they look a little bit better. The reset game, I guess I'm going to have this as the other red button, I mean. Blue button, I don't know why I said blue. Reset button into there. Let's have it white. Alpha 255. And let's also have text as white. There we go. And warning notes. I think the button's on there. Let's have them as this one, but let's have it black. So full alpha. That'll do. So 494949. That is our hex code. So this one 255. It's going to be 494949. There we go. So let's turn off the warning note. Let's turn off the reset. Nope. Panel 2, that's it. And menu panel 1. Let's save that scene and press play. Let's have a look. Do you know, I can't remember who called it this. Burgers versus crystal thingies. I'm sure someone in the last live stream said to call it that, and I can't remember who it was. Okay, so it's looking better. You can see there we have collected 3 burgers because our player press has saved them. So let's reset. There we go. Probably the quick game doesn't work. Okay, so I've got more done in the past half hour than I thought I would, to be honest. I think I've done quite well. Yep, that's done. That's made. Burgers in here. Yep, that's fine. Okay. So, it was only going to be a short little video, guys. I wasn't going to go into too much about it. Fizz Gaming, TGTM, the fact is that people think they get the best game development course on Udemy. Udemy. That is a swear word for me. I recorded I think a 40-second video about Udemy, and I'm going to upload it pretty soon. It's quite amusing. So yeah, look out for that one soon. Yeah, so anyone got any more questions or anything? Because it's only a little surprise stream this one, guys. It was good to talk to you all. Any more questions before I disappear into the night? Anything at all? Yeah, one day we'll have 1 million subs. Yeah. I'll be surprised if that day ever comes, I'll be honest. Although I'll be quite happy, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But I think it's a long way off, isn't it? Alexander. Yeah, you're right there. Bram, could you make a tutorial how to save a game without using player prefs? already have, Bram. If you take a look at my beginner series, the one with 50 tutorials in it, about halfway through, we did it using a method where you can save to an external file. Take a look at that one. Tom does stuff. Do you know any good ways to market really small mobile games? If I did, then I would be a millionaire. Best you can do is probably put it on Google Play or whatever and just kind of promote it on Facebook or Twitter or something. Mr. Sneaky, what's the difference between 3D and 2D game scripts? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They work the same way. A script is a script regardless. It doesn't really understand the difference itself, so it can be made the same way. You will get subtle differences, like, for example, in a 3D environment, you'd use Vector 3, whereas in a 2D environment, you'd use Vector 2. Favorite movie? I am going to have to say The Great Escape. Animation tutorials? Not particularly, because animation should really be done outside of Unity. You can use Unity to make pretty good animations, but for actual proper animations, you should use the 3D modeling program. Looking forward to any games? Yes, I am. I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077. I am looking forward to Resident Evil 2 remake, and I'm also looking forward to Shenmue 3. I'd say they're going to be pretty awesome. Can you do a tutorial for shader graphs? I might do at some point. I think there's a good chance of that. Jaheim, can you make a mobile game series? Already have. I have done 3 of them on my channel. I have done an Endless Runner, which is the rocket one. I have done a third-person platformer, and I've also done a mobile clicker game. Check them out. Ahmed, I'm an intermediate in Unity, and your series title attracted me a lot, but after a few times I feel boring because I know all that, but when I escape the first couple of videos I realise I missed. Okay, so basically you feel a bit disheartened. Stick with it, man. Stick with it, don't worry. I'm always here for, to help, and there's other people here always happy to help. Fallout 76, Rage Quitter. I'm a fan of Fallout, but I think I'll be passing on that one. It's just not my sort of thing. Why don't you make some modelling tutorial and Burned Out? Already did, Mr. FK. Take a quick look on my channel. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Yeah, you have a nice day too, Greta. Geeta. It's Greta? Don't say Greta. Geeta. My apologies. Okay, so guys, it's been fun. And next live stream, not quite sure when it's going to be sometime September, obviously, but Jaheim, what's my upload schedule? That is reserved for patrons, I'm afraid. I publish it on Patreon. But generally, you can expect at least 3 videos a week. And at least 1 live stream a month. So, it's pretty full. I'm fine, Vicky. I'm fine. Do you have any tips for coding? Yes, Mr. Sneaky, stick with it. Don't get disheartened. That's my best tip. Start small. Don't aim big just yet. Can't wait for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's not really Assassin's Creed, though, is it? That's the problem. To me, it's Warriors Creed. I don't know what Ubisoft have done with Assassin's Creed. Really don't. The Trap Goat. You should make a live stream where you play games which have been sent in by subs. I already have done. I've done it a few times. Just people don't really send me games anymore, so I can't do it. If I get them sent, I will. TGTM, last question. Which recorder do I use? I use OBS. But a long time ago, I used to use a real rubbish recorder, which kind of, it was awful. It was awful. But yeah, I use OBS now. Alexander, please read Jimmy. Read it. Mr. Sneaky, thanks, no problem. Ahmed, you are very nice. Thank you, I appreciate that, man. It's good to chat to some of you people, it really is. Are you going to make a rain tutorial? Yes, I am. I absolutely am. In fact, in the beginner series, the 50 tutorial one, I did a snow effect in there. You can use the same principle to create rain. But I'll still be doing it in another tutorial anyway. Razvan, a problem on an old video but didn't respond. Which one are you on about? What was the problem? Will there be any new tutorial series in the future? Mr. Sneaky, yes, there will be, but it won't be what you expect. Sometime within the next 6 weeks or so, there is going to be a short tutorial series on how to make an app in Unity, or more specifically like a notepad kind of app. It's just something to get people into a little bit of app development and see how different it can be from game development. So it might be something to look out for. After that, there's going to be a Fallout series, but that's probably going to be early next year. Any Godot tutorials? I'm not sure what that is, my friend. Is it Oscar? Player Unknown Battlegrounds. Pretty Dude. I have never played it. I am probably one of the few people on Earth that have never played Player Unknown Battlegrounds or Fortnite. Bobot Ruler? Best Unity YouTuber. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, some of these comments really do help. It's nice to hear that from you guys. You're welcome, Mr. Sneaky. You have a nice day too. So, guys, it's been great talking to you all. I've had a lot of fun. It's only been a short one, like I say, but yeah. I will see you around in either one of my uploaded videos this week or in the next live stream. Guys, thank you so much for being here. See you around.